Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Young and restless Victoria is going through a terrible time in the aftermath of Cole's untimely death, but she may be further off her moorings than we ever thought possible, given the unforeseen and frankly, shocking move she'll make later this week. Victor and Nikki's daughter has been through it this past year. First, she discovered that the young woman who tried to kill her family was, in fact, the daughter she believed she and Cole lost to death as a premature infant. Then she battled with crazy Aunt Jordan, who continued her crusade to end the Newmans. But even after the threat of crazy Aunt Jordan and her accomplice, the dastardly Ian Ward, was eliminated, life dealt Vicky yet another horrible hand by taking Cole from her. And Claire, tragically, her heart was shattered when he died from Legionnaire's disease after traveling on behalf of Newman Publishing. Just how bad is the heartbreak? Well, if Young and Restless spoilers are any indication, Victoria's as unhinged as we've ever seen her. Why do we say this? She's about to do something we never believed would happen. Like ever. Teasers for later this week state that Victoria and Adam will call a truce. Yes, we typed that correctly. Victoria and Adam, her half-brother, the one she's loathed from the moment he stepped foot in Genoa City. Not that he didn't give her more than enough reasons over the years to hate his guts. He totally did. We were taken utterly by surprise when Victoria made nice with Adam's ex-wife and current live-in love, Chelsea. But we took some comfort in the fact that things stayed the same between her and Adam. Otherwise, we'd feel like Genoa City had turned upside down entirely. That said, Adam has recently stayed on the straight and narrow. And he recently stepped up for the family by hauling his behind all the way over to Nice and climbing a mountain to warn Victor about Kane's suspicious real estate deals. He was also disheartened to hear of Kane's death and told Chelsea he would make a point of stopping by to express his condolences to Victoria. It's safe to assume that this is where they truce will come in. We'll enjoy a change in Victoria and Adam's dynamic after all. They'd be a force to be reckoned with working together. But part of us also hopes it will be a very tentative truce, and not particularly long-lasting. Why? Some days it feels we're on the verge of the entirety of Genoa City joining together to sing Kumbaya, given we've had so many characters reform and so many beef squashed. So, we're gonna need Victoria and Adam to bring back the conflict at some point. What do you think of Victoria and Adam calling a truce? Vote. The temperature in Genoa City is about to rise, and not just because of the summer heat. In the coming episodes of The Young and the Restless, Victoria Newman Amelia Heinel is about to make a move so bold, so unexpected, and so out of the blue that it threatens to turn the entire Newman family upside down. And trust us, this isn't just another power grab. This is a game-changer. Victoria, queen of the comeback. Ever since her controversial departure from Newman Enterprises' top seat again, fans have watched Victoria dance around the corporate chessboard. One minute she's laying low. The next she's positioning herself as a neutral observer of the ongoing Newman family drama. But if you thought Victoria was content to sit in the shadows while Nikki and Victor wage psychological warfare over the family's legacy, think again. Sources close to the show tease that Victoria's latest maneuver isn't just a power play, it's deeply personal. What's Victoria really planning? It all begins when Victoria makes a surprise appearance at Newman Enterprises under the guise of reconnecting. That's the word she uses. Anyway, in truth, she's been watching and waiting for just the right moment to strike. And that moment is almost here, with Victor's grip on the empire growing more fragile by the day, and his recent decision-making under intense scrutiny. Victoria sees a window of opportunity. But she won't be kicking down the boardroom doors, at least not in the way you'd expect. Instead, she's taking a page from Victor's own playbook, Divide and Conquer. Insiders hint that Victoria has been quietly assembling her own power circle, not with the usual suspects like Nick or Nikki, but with some unlikely allies, including a former enemy, a jilted ex, and, shockingly, a Chancellor wildcard who could tip the balance in her favor. That's right, this isn't just a Newman power struggle anymore. This is about total control of Genoa City's future. Spoiler: S-World about to be rocked, so who's going to be the most blindsided by Victoria's next move? Brace yourselves, because the person who may be hit hardest by this isn't Victor, or even Nick. According to set leaks and preview hints, spoiler, a character deeply entrenched in both Victoria's past and present, is about to find themselves caught in the crosshairs. Whether it's a romantic betrayal, a business backstab, or both. Spoiler has no idea what's coming, and the fallout could send shockwaves through every major family in Genoa City. Word is, one pivotal scene in particular, airing next Thursday, will feature a tense face-off between Victoria and Spoiler that will leave viewers gasping. One insider described the exchange as a verbal nuke, and if the rumors are true, it will expose long-buried secrets that even the most die-hard Y&R fans won't see coming. Could Victoria be working with Adam? Okay, we'll say it. Is there any chance Victoria is actually teaming up with Adam? We know it sounds impossible. These two have traded more barbs than Wall Street CEOs at a hostile takeover meeting. But lately, Adam Mark Grossman has been dropping cryptic lines about cutting ties and starting fresh. And we all know Adam never says anything by accident. Could he and Victoria have quietly struck a deal? Could this unholy alliance be the twist nobody saw coming? If the writers are truly leaning into shock value, and lately, they've been delivering, a Victoria-Dom partnership could append decades of Newman family dynamics. Imagine Victor's face if his two most volatile children joined forces, not to destroy each other, but to finally take him down. Newman versus Chancellor. And that's not all. With Jill making more and more moves behind the scenes and Devon slowly regaining his footing at Chancellor Winters, the intercompany chess game is heating up. Rumors are swirling that Victoria may have quietly approached Jill with a proposition. One source even teased, Victoria's got something Jill wants, and she's not afraid to dangle it. Could this be connected to Chancellor's recent leadership shakeups? Could Victoria be planning a full-blown merger, or worse, a hostile takeover? If so, the ripple effect would be seismic. Romance on the rocks. Of course, where there's Victoria, there's always romantic collateral damage. And with Spoiler likely involved in more ways than one, the fallout could destroy more than boardroom alliances. It could shatter hearts. Teasers hint that Victoria's upcoming move will not only jeopardize a key business alliance but also ignite a romantic implosion that fans have feared for months. A betrayal is coming, and it may not be as clear-cut as fans think. Whether it's a betrayal of the heart, the company, or the family legacy, Victoria is about to rewrite all the rules. The Victoria of old is gone. This isn't the same Victoria who once begged for her father's approval or played second fiddle to Nick. This is a new era. This is Victoria 3.0. A woman who has learned from her past mistakes and is now ready to outmaneuver everyone around her. Gone is the hesitation. Gone is the guilt. What's left? Cold, calculated ambition with just enough emotion to keep us guessing her true endgame. What it all means for the Newman. So, where does this leave the rest of the Newman clan? Victor is increasingly paranoid, aware that someone close is circling like a shark. Nick is torn between loyalty and self-preservation, and we hear he'll soon be forced to choose a side. Publicly, Nikki is still reeling from recent events, but she might be Victoria's secret weapon, or her biggest threat. And what of Claire, Audra, and Nate? Victoria's tangled history with all three may come back into play in unexpected ways. There's buzz that one of them may become her unlikely co-conspirator, while another may work to expose her plot before it's too late. Final word. Buckle up whatever happens next. One thing is clear, The Young and the Restless is entering a bold new chapter, and Victoria is the one holding the pen. Whether she writes a tragedy, a triumph, or a twisted tale of revenge, one thing is certain, you won't want to miss a single episode. This isn't just business, it's personal, it's ruthless, it's Victoria unleashed. And if you're Spoiler, you might want to start watching your back. Your turn. What do you think Victoria's next move will be? Who is she targeting, and who might secretly be helping her? Could this be the beginning of a Victoria-Adam alliance? A Newman family implosion, or the rise of a new corporate empire? Drop your theories in the comments, and keep watching The Young and the Restless. Weekdays on CBS. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.